Hey guys, it's Jaden here. I am normally your Thursday host for FT Real M, but the lovely Danny has swapped with me this week, so I'm posting for Sunday instead. This week we're going to talk about body positivity and self-care, because if you're anything like me, you don't take self-care very seriously. So what is self-care? Self-care is anything you do to help yourself, whether that be physically, mentally, or emotionally. So effectively looking after yourself. I think it's very easy to give advice to other people. I do it all the time, and taking your own advice can be incredibly difficult. And I know I don't always do that when I really should do. I believe the biggest factors in self care are eating and sleeping. Because I found that if I've had a week where I've eaten particularly bad and slept just as bad, I'm irritable. I get just a lot more cranky very quickly with people, and just feel generally quite down. But it's pretty bad with obviously a lot of people watching this will work quite a lot, will be studying, so it's really difficult to get yourself into a routine with sleeping and eating regularly. But trying to set up some kind of sort of schedule for that is really beneficial. And this is something I don't personally do, but I know a lot of people who benefit greatly from it, but is meal prep. So for the people that are leading really busy lifestyles, or for the people that suffer from sort of low moods and lack of motivation, it's taking that time on one day a week to prepare your meals for 7 days and then keep them in the fridge, freeze them. So when you're feeling particularly crappy on one day and you don't really want to have to prepare a whole meal, you've got your meal for the week there that's got all the nutrition that you need to fuel your body. Little things can really help with self-care. So feeling fresh out of the shower, doing a face mask so your skin feels softer. I'm a big lover of face masks. They're my favourite things to make me feel a bit fresher, make me feel a bit better. Putting on your favourite fragrance, so when you're sort of at work and you're getting a bit warm, you start to smell it, and it's comforting. And especially for people who lead quite busy lifestyles, taking that little bit of time out a day, even if it's sort of half an hour to an hour, just to be by yourself and collect your thoughts and sort of clear your mind a little bit from sort of the stresses of the day. It's something I didn't do for a very long time, and I've started doing that recently because I'm quite introverted, so I find socialising really draining, and especially when I'm working sort of 45 to sort of 50 hours a week. Socialising can be really quite difficult for me, so I like to take that time for myself to sort of read a book, sort of just drink a cup of tea and just sit and chill by myself. Because as much as sort of people are important, you won't function well if you're not looking after yourself. So I think taking that time for yourself is such a good thing to do. To learn to be sort of alone and enjoy your own company as well, I think has really helped my mental health. I don't want to make this video too long because I'm actually going to be quite late for work whilst uploading this, but that's fine. There's people that are really quite open with their emotions and how they're feeling. Some people are quite closed off from that. And for the people that have found that person that they can talk to and vent their feelings, that's great. But for the people who don't do that, like I don't really feel like I do that very much anymore. I'm not very open about exactly how I'm feeling. But I find it quite difficult when people don't realise when something's wrong. So I think I'm quite high functioning. I don't really show if I'm feeling anxious or anything along those lines. But I think sometimes it's good to just tell someone, like, I'm not okay. Like, I'm not okay right now. I don't particularly talk about it, but I just need you to know that. And generally when I tell people I'm not okay, they'll bring me a cup of tea or they'll put like a can of Coke down or a cookie. It sounds really silly and I'm going to laugh about it now, but it really helps me just to know that that person has noticed and is validating how I'm feeling, but without being sort of pushy. And just lastly, if you're not looking after yourself and you're not sort of taking that time for you're no use to anyone else, and you're definitely no use to yourself. So that is why self-care is so important, and especially if you're a person who likes to help people like I am, you need to take your time to make sure you're okay, because if you don't, in the end you burn out and then you're absolutely no use to yourself. it has now been 5 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. So until next time, so take care of yourself. Just take that little time for yourself and you'll benefit greatly from it. But I will be back on just Thursdays and you'll get Danny back on Sundays next week. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye.